Good morning, everyone. Hi, Mimi here from Az'uel's Connections. So today is day 19 of May's Mental Health Awareness Month. So I just wanted to come to you and give you a quick talk about stress, right? I know we all know about that word stress. But I think a lot of times when we all stress, it's not intentional and we always feel like we cannot control it. But I want you all to know today that you can control your stress and there are steps that you can take to control it. So let's start by first, when it comes to your situation, whether it's work, whether it's home, your children, your health, or something else that may be going on with a loved one, you have to know when to accept the fact that it's something that you cannot change and know when it is something that you can change and go ahead and make yourself change it. If you continue to stress about a situation that you completely have no control over, it's just going to continue to be a downfall and continue to impact yourself. Another thing is when it comes to getting something done, a project for work at home, relationships, your children, or whatever it may be, as long as you do your best, that is all that you can do. You are not a failure at anything unless you stop trying to do your best. Do what you can, do the best you can, and let the rest be what it's be. Stressing about the outcome, stressing about what people may think about it, your boss, your partner, your kids, any of that stuff is not going to help you along the way with getting the task done, and it will definitely cloud your judgment and cloud you being successful at whatever it is that you are trying to do. Another tip is try to maintain a positive attitude. One of the things I like to say is, so what? So what if it's not perfect? So what if I don't do it the way that someone else may like for me to have do it? Try to maintain that so what attitude, okay? And always just try to stay positive by saying, it will be okay. I will get it done. It will be the best. I will, whatever. Try to think positive. And then remember to try to pay attention to the things that triggers your stress and your anxiety so that you can be ahead of the game. If you know you get stressed when a project is due at work, start working on it way ahead of time so that you can give yourself time to pace it. If you know that your partner had a long day at work and when they come home they're not going to want to be bothered for a little bit, be prepared to give them that space, so that they can digress a little bit and then you can proceed to your evening with having family time. Plan it and try to avoid the situations that create stress and anxiety for you. So what I want you guys to know is some of the things that stress can do to you. It impacts your body by first impacting your brain, okay? That's when we get the anxiety, the stress, the panic attacks, the anxiety attacks, and depression. It can cause you to have trouble sleeping. It has caused you to have trouble concentrating. And it can cause you to have unusual emotional sensitivity to things that usually won't really bother you a lot. Okay? It impacts your heart just like it impacts your brain. It makes your blood pressure rise and it makes you more at risk for having a heart attack. And it also gives you a lot of times headaches. Why? Because you made your blood pressure go up. It impacts your lungs just as much as it impacts your heart and your brain. It will cause you to have a reduced level of breathing. And if you have asthma or COPD or any of those other things, you don't want to create any more breathing issues for yourself than you may already have. Your stomach, yes, it impacts your stomach like it impacts your lungs, like it impacts your heart, like it impacts your brain. You may have stomach pain. If you suffer from ulcers, it will definitely flare up your ulcers. If you have IBS or any other digestive disorders, stress and anxiety will cause that to be an issue for you. You will get heartburn. If you don't usually have heartburn, you may get diarrhea, you may have constipation, you may have an IBS attack, and you also may have a loss of appetite, okay? And lastly, your bones. Yes, your bones impact you from stress and anxiety, just like your stomach, your lungs, your heart, and your brain does. If you have unusual stress tension, right? That's why I carry all my stress and my tension in my neck and the back of my head. Or your back may be hurting, your legs may be hurting, your arms may be hurting, all those different random joint pains. Damn, why my fingers feel a little bit crampy today? Oh, my ankles are a little bit poppy. Stress can impact your bones. Stress impacts your whole entire body. So try not to stress. Try not to have anxiety about things if you can, okay? Learn to accept things for what they are. Learn not to let people control you. That's the biggest part of stress and anxiety, because we're allowing people or things to control us when we have complete control of ourselves. Change the things that you can, let go of the things that you can't. Do your best, maintain a positive attitude, and learn your triggers that cause you to be stressed or anxious, and try to do things that you can to avoid those things or to change those things causing you to feel that way. Last but not leastly, please take the time to follow Az'uel's Connections on Instagram, on Facebook, and also on YouTube. I am truly grateful for all the love and support that I have gotten this far, and I will hopefully continue talking to you guys. And also remember, drop an inbox message if you have any questions or if you have a topic you would like for me to cover. Have a great day, everyone.